Okay, so this is the most important, I think, chakra for me, because this is the reason I do yoga.
Okay.
This is the brow chakra. So this is the psychic sense, the sixth sense, building this up. So working on the space between the eyebrows, thinking about indigo colour. Just got a very sort of a pink mum bracelet here. It's the sound of Om, which we're quite familiar with now. 2 lotus petals. It's about your intuition. So you're saying to yourself, my intuition is strong. It's the Anandamaya kosha, the outside kosha. Traditional postures are bound lotus, Padmasana, so full lotus, yoga mudra, any mudras, so any mudras with the hands, any twists, so any Parivrita postures, yeah, exactly, moving chest, hips, opening up. And I guess those twists are what's moving the left brain to the right brain and the right brain to the left brain. Things are crossing over and connecting. The musical note A, the solfeggio frequency 852, clairvoyant, of course. If you go clairvoyant, please let me know. Very exciting.
Can you imagine?
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
What does clairvoyance?
But then also the choice, it sort of might give you a choice as well. Like if you go down this path, it's a good thing. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying? That could be a way you can use your clairvoyance. The oils are peppermint, which I love. Don't
I
you?
like rosemary.
Rosemary, also good, and you can also put that in your food. Geranium, juniper, sapphires, gorgeous. Quartz crystal, amethyst, sodalite, azurite. And obviously it's governing all those things around the head, all the things in the space between the eyebrows. So it's good for headaches, eye problems, glaucoma, migraines, visual disturbances, catarrh, sinus problems, anything around this area, ear problems, lymphatic drainage, hormones. Oh, very good.
That sounds good. I've had headaches this week, so this maybe might help me.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Stress little badger, Claire.
You are?
Stress little badger this week.
Yeah. Great.
You saw a badger, did you say?
No, I said stressed little badger.
Oh.
Stressed little badger.
We had a dead badger outside our house the other day.
Oh,
that's horrible. We have a live badger that lives on our street somewhere.
Oh.
We see it at night time.
There's a lot of them, aren't there?
So it's a town badger. It's a town badger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Brave
has
badger.
a little bag and stuff.
Oh. Hanging around with the homeless people.
Yeah. So we're going to start with the 6th chakra, Kriya. So both thumbs together, pressure on the 3rd eye point, hands pressing together above the forehead, and pressing firmly, rolling the eyes in and up to the 3rd eye space. Imagine you're breathing through the 3rd eye and find a pressure in the eyes as well. And you're just going to breathe long and deep.
What are my hands doing? Like in prayer position?
Yeah, and then your thumbs are pressing into that 3rd eye. So that's what we're starting with. I'm just going to get my Pro Cook timer.
Of course.
Where is it?
They are the best, you know, Claire.
They're the only ones you should have.
It's allowed in here.
My IKEA one is nowhere near as reliable.
Oh, definitely.
So let's open up the chakras first with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. So open up the hands. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. One more. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. 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 Om Namo G Bye. So thumbs pressure on that space. I'm going to breathe long and deep for 3 minutes. We can do this. Just keeping the eyes closed, the elbows high.
So, have I got my thumbs,
Stop. Go on.
have I got my thumbs kind of sort of under that bony bit of your eyes, or actually a little bit higher than that?
A little bit higher.
Right, okay.
In
Let me
the,
just
into the way you imagine that the Ajna chakra would be, which is just a little bit above the eyebrows, where the bindi would be. If you had a bindi,
Right, okay.
yeah.
What's
And then
that?
keep pressing the hands together, breathing long and deep. And imagine you're breathing through that third eye. Trying to create a current. Keeping your eyes closed, keep your eyeballs turned up. Shoulders soft. Okay, let's rest. Bring your hands down, keep your eyes closed. Let the body settle. Keep your eyes closed though. Just listen to the breath. Okay, I imagine this is going to be Vicky's extremely favourite one, but we're going to have to do it, Vicky. So we're going to come in. We're going to sit on our heels. Now, this is to activate the intuition. Okay, so you're going to bring your palms to the floor, forehead to the floor. I should have anyway. On the eyebrow. we go.
That's quite hard.
Okay, so changing over to, oh yes, my eyesight's much better already. And sit on the floor on the heels, roll the eyes up to the third eye. So we're going to inhale, sat, exhale, nam, extending the arms straight out to the side, parallel to the ground, thumbs up, fingers tucked in, begin rotating the hands at the wrist with the thumbs moving from up and back to down and back, up and back, down and back, up and back, down and back. Oh,
Your toes tucked under or not?
toes tucked under.
They're tucked under, so you've like got your heels sticking in your backside.
Yeah, it would be hurting otherwise, wouldn't it? A little bit too much. So this is going to stimulate intuition. So you're rotating the wrists, but also if you can extend and open the shoulders as well, that might help anybody with tight shoulders, Claire. Hopefully it's going to not hurt. If it
I feel
does
like it's
hurt,
gonna hurt.
not going to hurt.
I feel like it is.
So we're stimulating the master gland for increased intuition and wisdom. Keep your eyes closed now.
Oh, something's broken.
We're just going to do this for 3 minutes, guys. We're not going to do it for 7 or 8, but you can build it up for 7 or 8 if you want.
Why would you want to?
Why would you want to?
Because you should, Vicky. You should want to.
I shall ask my class that on Sunday night. How long should we do this for? Do you know what they'll say? 30 seconds, Vicky.
Well, remember, we should all be able to do 108 frog squats.
They can.
There you go. For ultimate
Study.
human experience.
Off it. We can have to stimulate the bowel or something doing that many frog squats.
Totally.
You'd be definitely trumping. Little.
Oh,
1:36, guys. We're halfway there. Well done.
I don't see how this is going to help your neck, Claire.
Try and bring your shoulder blades down away from your ears. So just moving those scapula down. Be resetting and then draw Mula Bandha in, Uddiyana Bandha in. Keep that nice and tight. And keep that connection going with the tummy. 111. Not many more now. Focus on the space between the eyebrows. So, well done. The enjoyment I can feel. The excitement. Arms lovely and straight, under a minute. Doing great. Yay. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Come back in.
I hate you. I hate you.
You love me.
No.
Oh, 20 seconds. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Breathe through the last 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring your arms in. Hold.
Oh,
Understand why they do these painful things.
Oh.
Like, I know, yeah, we're meant to work through the pain, but I don't.
oh, it's so they can, you know what they're saying is God, oh God, oh God, but they're actually saying is God, oh God. That's what they're really saying.
It reminds me, have you ever done Tracy Anderson workouts? She was famous for a while for doing like very dancery type workouts, and she did a lot of this kind of stuff, lots of this, and oh my god, it's such a killer. You do a lot of like constant arm movements like this, and like forwards, backwards, and it's quite similar to this, but she's turned it into like a workout. It's a killer.
Yeah. I have to say, they are the bits, these bits are the bits I can tweak into my class, but never for that amount of time.
Yeah, just for a brief period.
Well, just for fun.
Oh. Right, next one. For extending the master gland further, arms out. I'm putting the timer on as I explain. Bring the thumb up.
Eyes, crossed legs, and the arms up parallel to the ground.
So crossing your legs, arms straight out parallel to the ground. Inhale, bring the thumbs towards the shoulders and back. And back. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat. But do it powerfully.
Nam.
That's it. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat. You're giving yourself the thumbs up. Arms are great. Sat, nam, sat, nam.
Is it always sat on the inhale, no matter what exercise you're doing?
Does seem to be that, doesn't it, Vic? Sat, nam, sat, nam. And you're going to your truth. I mean, yes, maybe you are bowing to something outside. I was thinking about this, the other day. You're bowing to your inner self. You're bowing to the Atman within, the self within. You're finding your Atman. You're finding your center. Sat, nam.
Worshipping yourself.
Well, you worship, not necessarily worshipping, but you're blessing yourself, being grateful for yourself. You're here. You're the one in charge of you. No one else is.
I guess we should be grateful that our arms can do this as well. So many people's arms can do this.
Yeah. It's.
But those armless people say, no, you can do it. It's fine. You can keep it. I'm glad my arms can't do that. If they have a sense of humor, they would.
We've got less than a minute.
All of a sudden, I'm glad I've not got any arms.
Nam, sat, 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 nam, sat. Less than a minute now. Keep going. Sat, nam.
Said that ages ago.
I did, and that's 44 seconds. Sat, nam, sat, nam. No answering back at the back. Sat, nam.
But it goes so much faster if we chatter.
It does. It really helps. It really helps if we bounce off each other. Sat nam, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. Sat nam, 20 seconds.
Wow.
Coming to the end of it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, sat, nam, and stop. Well done. Squeeze. Squeeze.
Poor arms.
And let go. Again, squeeze. And let go. One more squeeze. So we're going to find some music. So I think we'll go for Sealed I Am. I think I'm channeling. You're bringing that left hand to the left knee, and then you're pressing the left tip of the left thumb to the left index finger, like that, chin mudra. So first and second finger, well, thumb and first finger together. Keep the eyes focused at the third eye, and you're going to recite I am. Ready? And you're going to like this because it's not Sanskrit. Aren't you? Yes, I am. Nodding. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. So whatever level you can do, I'm going to mute myself because that's just going to be annoying, and I want you to do your own I ams. Okay? I'm going to mute me. We'll meet again in about 5 minutes. and come to settle down. So we'll just have like a little 3-minute lie down. We'll play the 852 hertz solfeggio. Gently come out. Let's just complete with Satnam, so inhale when you're ready. One more time. Satnam. one more time. Sad, love. Feel the energy. Feel any subtle changes you can feel. Take a 10-minute pause.
I'm back. I
Oh,
saw a gold light.
you saw a golden light.
Mm. It
Tell
was
you, it's the best one, isn't it?
it was very pretty. Normally I see like greens and pinks.
Where did you see the light?
It was like, what do you mean, like whereabouts?
Whereabouts did you see it? Above your head or? Oh, you've gone mute. Why have you gone mute? Go again. Where did you see it?
It felt like it was more, I don't know, kind of like here, lower
Okay.
downy, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was up above. Can't tell really.
Mm. And did you see anything other than light?
No, no, just colours, and then that. Yeah,
Nice.
it was nice.
And how did that make you feel?
Quite peaceful, but also excited because it was a cool golden light.
Golden light was there?
Oh, golden light.
Oh, nice.
I know. I don't think I've seen that colour before. I felt like a brighter light before, but this was like golden. It was different. It was cool.
Sounds like it's working.
Yeah.
So I guess if you believe in bad energy, you can believe in good energy. And what you're doing is geeing up the good energy. With each little meditation, even though you feel like you're doing nothing, you actually are doing a lot. It's just because it feels so calming or soothing or lightening, almost nothing. But actually nothing is better than pain.
Yes.
And appreciating being in that. And also, like, the reason we do this for so long is like you learn it's like life is pain, and you're learning to work through the pain as you will be learning to work through the pain outside or the problems outside, and you're learning just to stay calm in all situations. That's how I see it anyway.
Yeah, true.
Did you see anything, Vicky, or feel anything?
Yes, the dog sat on me.
The dog loved your energy then.
It was drawn to you, obviously.
It could also be a very needy dog.
Well, they are, aren't they? I mean, here, I've got mine here. I mean, she's loving it.
Look at him.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's an embrace from the universe.
Yeah.
It's got his stinky backside on me. That's what it is.
Okay, so we're on. So we're going to just do a little bit for the next, 15 minutes. We're going to do the third journey. We'll do a bit of reading of that. Claire's going in and out again. Oh no.
Everyone's frozen on me again.
Oh, she's back. You're back. That's good. So we're going to do reading, and then the last 15 minutes we're just going to do like a chat about your plans, what you're going to do, and then we're there, aren't we? So should we have a little read? Who'd like to read?
I don't mind as long as it doesn't freeze on me. If you don't hear me, just tell me.
Yeah.
Go, Claire.
Okay. The third journey, the transcendent self. The focus of the third journey through the 21 stages is merger and the transcendent self. In the first journey, we mastered the differences between ourself and our emotions. In the second journey, we mastered being and expressing ourself within the game of polarities. In this final journey, we sublimate our sense of self. We recognize all that we are as the formless present of the infinite self. We open the dimension of our transcendent self. This journey requires us to go beyond differences and similarities into reality and unity.
Let's just go back here. Let's start again.
Oh. I'm glad you read that, Claire.
Oh.
So the first journey, we mastered the differences between ourself and emotions. I think we've got that one, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Second journey, we mastered being and expressing ourselves within the game of polarities. Now, we liked the game of polarities, didn't we? That was all the different dimensions, possibilities, and finding yourself within that mix of 84 facets or 81 facets or however, and then adding the facets together. And then so you're finding yourself within those facets. And then in this final journey, we sublimate our sense of self. So we recognize that we are as the formless presence of the infinite self, which is Brahman.
Yes.
So let's carry on then.
Okay. By forging an elevated identity with our infinite self within our finite self, we become spontaneous, creative, and flexible. We excel in this infinite game of the soul. Love, compassion, and kindness become the core of our experience. Supported by clarity, courage, and character, these qualities are no longer goals, but the natural consequence of the meditative mind. The stages which form the base camp for this third journey mature and stabilize two basic meditative skills: the ability to project and expand our inner light, our consciousness beyond any boundary set by time and space or our own minds, and the ability to become absolutely still, zero. During this journey, we learn to be everywhere and create from anywhere by being exactly where we are. We create, something, the still point of infinity within the self, and from the eternal present, we create, expand, and influence our environments.
Is it up, so?
I'm looking for what it is. Bear with.
Locate?
Locate? I was going to go
Have you
locate.
found it?
Oh, I'm guessing.
We locate the still point of
Yes. Locate. I'll take locate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. We locate the still point of infinity within the self, and from the eternal presence, we create, expand, and influence. So we've got two skills that we learn from the third journey: the ability to project and expand our inner light, our consciousness, beyond any boundary set by time and space or our own minds. Cool. There we go. That's clairvoyance. And other things.
It does kind of sound magical, doesn't it?
That's how very magical. And also very possible.
God bless you.
So,
Oh,
I told you about my balls of light, didn't I?
Yes.
Well,
Not those balls, Claire.
just balls.
yesterday, no, on Saturday, we went out for a family get together. Me and my cousin, who's not my cousin, he's Jim's cousin, but she's like my BFF, really, one of my BFFs, just like you are. And she basically said, I was sat next to a mother and I was just talking how I loved aliens and I'm desperate. I'm sure they were here. And the mother went, she'd seen a spaceship. Holy fuck. This is the most sensible person you've ever met, and she's seen a spaceship. Her and her dad Gordon, who's now passed, about 15 years ago. They lived in the middle of nowhere, and in the middle of the night, he went to the window and went, oh my God, woke her up. And there was a spaceship 2 fields down. I'm not joking. And they never told anyone. They only tell the believers.
He saw a spaceship.
Full on spaceship, like
Wow.
like a spaceship with beams of light and lights down the bottom and like a big triangle coming down, and it went woo, and then it went woo, and then it disappeared. Both of them saw it in the middle of the night, and they didn't tell anyone because obviously people would think they were mad.
I mean, yeah, I think, yeah. Why are they coming on not doing anything? That's what I don't understand.
Maybe they are.
Maybe they are.
Maybe they have infiltrated the population.
Maybe Donald Trump is an alien.
Nah, not clever enough.
I'm looking forward to you having conversations with people and coming back with information. That's all I'm saying. Right, let's carry on. Right, Claire.
Become enlightened like a lighthouse. Just by being you project that enlightenment to all around you. You are everywhere and you are felt everywhere. Become prayerful. Next, you become a preacher, and then you can talk about God and everything.
Unlikely.
Remember, God is not God. God is you.
Yes. We've got
God.
to remember what we define as God isn't perhaps what they do. Remember that.
You can have your own version of God.
Any old God.
But you are God, because you are one and the same.
I particularly like Thor, to be fair, as my God. I'm very happy with that. I'm all good. I'm all good there. I don't need another God. Spiritual God, I don't need it. That one's fine.
Bring it on.
For the final ascent, we will need all the qualities developed in these 4 stages: presence like a beacon, everywhere radiance, prayerful stillness, and the preacher. Instead of manipulation and cleverness, prayer becomes a touchstone of power within ourselves. Instead of seeking out the things we think we need, our radiance attracts whatever we need. Instead of accumulating wisdom and holding it in secret, we share it freely and uplift others. We stop using prayer to ask for things, and we become our own living prayer. We become our own answer. This is a major shift in perspective.
Okay. Let's do that one again.
Stinks.
Yeah, let's do it again. So, presence like a beacon, everywhere radiance, prayerful stillness, and the preacher.
It wasn't for everybody, was it? You on?
Go on, Claire. What did you say?
Like in the olden days, they did kind of keep this stuff secret though, and it was passed on to those who were deemed worthy.
Yeah. And prayer is power. That's amazing, isn't it? To think that prayer is actual power. And instead of seeking out the things we need, we attract what we need.
I like that.
You like that?
I do, because I think it's true.
Yeah.
There's a thing, isn't there? There's like a theory in a book that people read, like people, just everyday people, which is about, I can't remember. My friend used to go on and on about it, which was like, you know, what you put out whatever you desire or something, and you will get it back. I can't remember what the name is for it.
Yeah.
I can't think what it is, but it's more like an every person thing, I suppose. But it's become I can't think what it's called. My brain stopped working. But like, yeah, you put something out there, she used to like talk about it all the time. It was so annoying. Put out what you want and you'll get, you'll get it back, whatever.
Tenfold or whatever it is.
Yeah, something like that.
I think.
Yeah, so whatever there's a Chinese proverb, and it's like you give one thing freely and you give it without wanting anything back, you'll get it back tenfold. So, but you really honestly have to give, wanting nothing in return.
It's quite hard though, because you can do something for a good reason, but there's the good chance that you'll still get something out of it. Like giving presents and stuff, it's nice. It's nice to watch people open them and you get something from their response. You know you're gonna get that because you've given presents before and you know how it feels.
But you've not got no control of what you're getting back, which is good.
You don't really want anything back necessarily. I have the same conversation with my family regularly. I'm very happy to give and not receive anything back. And nobody can comprehend that. Especially nobody can. Ever. Like, no, I feel like I've got to give something back. That's that whole thing at why we should stop getting Christmas presents for everybody, isn't it? Because then they just feel obliged to buy something back for whatever value. But actually, I genuinely don't want anything back.
No.
Genuinely happily to just give somebody something without anything in return. But maybe other people don't think like that.
No, my friend even did that with play dates. So like she would, if someone asked her child round for a play date, or if someone gave her child a lift, she would always feel like she had to reciprocate. Like it's a tit for tat thing. So she never used to offer people lifts because she would always feel like, or she would never accept lifts because she would always feel indebted. So weird. I can never get my head around that kind of perspective.
No, I can't really either.
I'm going.
Maybe that's why we're doing a yoga course.
Yeah, like I'm going the same way. It is literally no problem to take your child with us as well to save you going the same way. I don't care if you don't give us a lift back. You know what I mean? I'm going anyway. No, but that's how she thought.
We stop using prayer to ask for things and we become our own living prayer. We become our own answer.
That's pretty deep.
It's gorgeous though, isn't it? It's nice. Okay, keep going. Claris.
Final ascent takes us beyond any finite concept of self as we merge into a continuous meditative flow with the infinite. This is Simran, deep continuous meditation. We shift perspective in consciousness once again. We go from radiance and presence everywhere to the pulse of the sacred self, which flows through us and all things. The self becomes the teacher, the sage, and finally nothing at all, except the infinite pulse of God and the fullness of the self-realization. Words do not capture this stage, not because it is abstract or esoteric, I can't say the word, but because our behavior upon reaching this stage becomes spontaneous, unique, and is at once both unclassifiable and standard. The steadiness of our character is unlimited, and the flexibility of our consciousness turns every plus and minus of our personality into service of what is valuable and real. All scriptures say that this stage cannot be captured by any list of qualities, for it is the quality that generates all other qualities. This is the ascent to the highest peak in which a deep intuitive consciousness joins with our applied intelligence to open new pathways in life. It activates what Yogi Bhajan called the diagonal energy of the Kundalini, which always finds a way to flow between the polarities. As a filament in a light bulb uses the positive and negative electrical charges to make light, so the diagonal energy of the Kundalini uses the positive mind and the negative mind to light up our consciousness and alert the neural mind to see beyond the polarity.
Use very big words.
Well, it's a little bit like what we were explaining with thinking about with Ajna, wasn't it? We were saying that we use Parivrita because we're crossing the left and the right sides of the brain to find the clarity. That when we're meditating, we're using whatever stimulants we're using to get to that feeling where the left and the right brain are matching, and then you become to the neutral mind and where you feel lovely and calm. You see the light when you get into the neutral mind. You see the visions when you get into the neutral mind. The neutral mind is something that you're not controlling negatively or positively or thinking about in any way. And we start to see subtlety.
How do you tell the difference when you finish sneezing? Bless you. How do you tell the difference between that and just daydreaming?
That is daydreaming.
Yeah. Fair.
So daydream is a good thing.
Yeah. We begin to see the go on, Claire.
We begin to see the subtlety of the world and make practical choices within it. We understand the distinctions in meditative states in the same way climbers know that Mount Everest is the highest mountain, Mauna Kea is the tallest from base to top, and that Chimborazo is the peak furthest from the center of the earth. Never heard of that one. All the subtle distinctions of life become clear, and we walk through life lightly and brightly as fully realized humans.
As human beings.
Human beings co-creating with the creator whose presence resonates throughout this entirety.
Entirety, I like the word entirety there. Carry on.
But before we begin this final something or other,
Don't know.
Journey,
we must make a big change. We must put aside the ego. It is simply too heavy to take to the top. It is very useful in the valley, and even
He's gone. Gonna come back.
Oh no. Oh no. Stop our little reader. Come on, Claire.
I know, she's so good. Yeah, she's back. She's back.
Back.
What?
Keep going.
We lost you.
We lost you. Keep going, Claire.
Oh, she's gone again.
You become you, nothing more, nothing less.
Bless us
In
all.
the final journey, we become realized human beings. You back? We can love and know that love is all. We are one with God in that love. God and me and God are one. Claire, you back?
I think so.
Yogi Bhajan, off you go.
Yogi Bhajan often joke that we have three possible ends: to be a human bag full of the garbage we start out with in the first journey, to be a human balloon full of our ego's inflations and expansive claims, or to be a human being who loves and is nothing but a living God, the infinite seen through the finite. How many people know this word, LOVE? What is it? Let me understand. Didn't someone tell you I love you and then bang you on the head? What happened? You fell in love or you love somebody. You feel so expanded and you feel very good and it gives you so much joy. That is the tragedy. Once the heart opens up, it never closes. One thing about love in experience is that once you love, you cannot come out of it. Love is an experience of one's own self. Love is an experience of one's own selflessness within the self. Follow? No. Once you become selfless and experience your own selflessness, you can never come out. We fake love and we make love, but we never just experience love, because love is God and God is infinite. Therefore, love has to be infinite. It cannot be defined. It cannot be stopped. It is one-way traffic, and meditation is a science. As a science, teaches you to expand from the finite to the infinity so that you can become a living love. I have to fight with time and space because the human mind is beyond time and space. Human body is subject to time and space, but the human mind is always beyond time and space. The problem is when it is interlocked with neurosis, and then you become a pattern of action instead of consciousness. Anybody who becomes just a pattern of action cannot live happily, because once you're interlocked in your neurosis, you have to break the pattern. When you are asked to break the pattern, you cannot break the pattern, and then you get back into that ditch again and again and again. The only way to get out, the only way is to get out of it all the way, and meditation helps to break through. What else does meditation do? It makes you intuitive. If you start the sequence, you must end up with the consequences. And if you start obeying your consciousness, you never stop. Otherwise, don't start. What is the use of reaching the consequences and then saying, I never started the sequence? If you never started the sequence, how did you reach the consequences? As human bags, we lie to ourselves all the time. We always remember to blame the others. We have two things: blame the other and claim for yourself. You know that it cannot work in the long range, and what cannot work in the long range can only work in the short range. And what only works in the short range cannot carry you through. That's why our relationships are a mess, our friendships are a mess, our marriages are a mess, and our social relations are a mess. This whole mess.
Why not?
Yeah, this whole mess is because we cannot make it through. We can do it for a while, but what you can do for a while will only serve you for a while. What you can do for infinity can serve you up to infinity. As we continue through the stages of the three journeys, we shift our identification from the self, from gross forms and experiences, to a formless sense of self that is both immanent and embodied, transcendent. This sense of our transcendent self is reached through practice. The journey toward realization is gradual. Bloody hell.
Do you think that actually there are people in the world, though, that do just love unconditionally and absolutely? I feel like I've met people, do you know, back to the love bit further up, I feel like I've met people that are absolutely selfless and that have really kind of been a pleasure to know. They don't meditate. Maybe they do meditate if daydreaming is meditating.
Well, maybe they're more evolved. Maybe they did it years ago.
Maybe they're just
those
maybe they're just those people that have learned it maybe from a past life or whatever, that are just where you just are drawn to their just something. Do you know what I mean? I had a lady once and I used to go work with her, and I really didn't work with her for very long. She was about 88 or whatever she was, and I did just a little bit of falls work with her and rehab and stuff. But she was the most, I cannot describe her at all. I was just drawn to her joy and her loveliness and her love for absolutely everything. She literally kept in touch with every grandchild. She knew what everybody was doing, and just this gorgeous, just something about her. Her name was Diana, and she just stuck in my head. And the day she died, her daughter, who had visited her every single day when she was getting older, and sat and had her dinner with her every single day, regardless of what she was doing, full-time work and kids and what have you, she was there with her mum. The day her mum died, she turned up on my doorstep with a bunch of flowers to say thank you for looking after her. I literally went to her once a week. But she, of all the things to be doing on a day where your mum's just died, there's no like comprehension to maybe that passed down from a mum's behavior to her daughter's behavior, but she was absolutely selfless. And I went to her funeral, and it was an hour and a half long, but every person spoke of the joy of knowing her. Every grandchild spoke at the front and and it was just incredible. I just can't help but feel like that those people maybe do exist. And she wasn't a church girl, although her daughter actually worked at Aiden's. So maybe there was some churchy something in the background. But I don't know.
Energy, isn't it? It's an energy that she had.
Just something, yeah. Just an
She had a really
incredible
high
energy.
frequency. That's what you're doing. You're turning people into higher frequencies, getting yourself into a higher frequency, getting everyone around you into a more giving, loving frequency. And it's infectious, isn't it? What a lovely lady. Aren't you lucky knowing her?
Do you know what? There's not a day goes by where I do not feel lucky for having known her. And if you get through life and you can have that level of just something where you're just that person, then I would be a very happy person. If you could even emulate some of what she did.
And she always saw the good in people, did she?
Always.
That's what we need to do. We always need to try and see the good in people. Oh, it's really hard.
It's really hard.
Really hard.
Actually, this time, yeah.
I feel really blessed to have known her, and that's just I didn't know her for very long. You know.
It's like sometimes I talk to people in the shop, and like some people you're just like, yeah, you're just talking. Sometimes you like meet these amazing people, and you like, wow, you could literally spend hours talking to them.
There's no logic for it, is there? There's no like.
No.
Not like specifically talking about something that's really interesting or whatever. But just
a person.
Just being good.
Poor
people.
Sophie.
Hey, I'm good.
It's just a aura.
Yeah.
So I want you to do like a practice with that in mind when you do your 30 minutes. So do something which can raise the frequency of you and those around you. So think of things, any of the practices that you've had an effect on you. Any practices that you think you need to work on to help you and those around you, or things that you might be able to use in your classes, Vicky and Claire, in your classes when you begin. Things, just anything which can help the planet. So weird. My music was this. Honestly, I'm surrounded by musicians who just keep making songs about death and
death.
Well, just all sorts of really awful songs, to be honest.
Probably.
They love, and then, but then I just I made them with them, but then I just started making song music for yoga, not for any reason other than yoga, and that's the music that's gone mad. It's just like you have to do things for the betterment of the world, don't you? To make the world a nicer place.
There's enough horrible, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
do you know what I thought when I put that music on today? I put on the whatever frequency it was, whatever it was.
852.
It reminded me of Enya.
Yeah,
everyone loved Enya.
I haven't heard any Enya for a while. I used to love Enya, but the frequency just must be the frequency that she used for quite a lot of the songs. But I like that a lot.
So calming, isn't it? And so, and everybody loves Enya. It makes you sleep.
It's uplifting.
Uplifting.
So do you think you've got come up with a title as well, so it will define it? Come up with a title. Should we decide now who goes first? Who goes first?
I don't mind.
Okay, so Vicky goes first. So I'm assuming Vicky's will be a bit more powerful than Claire's. Do you think, Claire?
Probably. Yes.
I don't know yet. I was thinking about it yesterday. There'll definitely be involved some flow, definitely. So I find it really hard to just sit.
Okay, that's great. So yours will be more flowy and Claire's will be Well, whatever Claire wants to do. Whatever you want to do, Claire.
I have some ideas. But yeah, Vicky will probably go more, maybe more energetic. I think.
I think yours will be energetic as well, Claire. I just think Vicky's will be more. There will be a warrior in Vicky's.
Oh.
I feel, but I'm not saying anything else because I don't want to preempt what's going to happen.
I don't know yet.
I think mine's going to have a yogi squat in it.
I love the yoga squat.
So it's the 18th, so I won't see you for a bit, but text me if you need me. You've got your, so hang on, what else have we got? We've got the meaning moad. Might do that later. We've done that already, but we're going to do it again. So it's planning. Pop another one up because I need to see you. Pop like one little element of your 30-minute up on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
One that we've done today.
Yeah, and then or it could be from your day. It's probably best to do one from Ajna so you'll remember it if you look back. And then carry on with your daily practice. And what are you reading now?
I missed all of that.
Carry on with your daily practice. What are you reading now, Claire?
I can't even think. I think I was reading the Bountiful, Beautiful, Blissful.
That's great. Vicky, what are you reading?
I don't know what I've done with I Am Woman, actually. I'm reading Elton John, dear. He's a knobhead, honestly.
Hey.
Yeah, I've got the 21 Ways to Meditation, but I will be honest, it's a bit heavy going. And by the time I get to read, it's normally Elton, I have to say. So I'm going to
switch to the Upanishads or something then.
Yeah. I've read through the mind a lot, to be fair. This week I've really kind of done that. I've tried to comprehend that quite a bit. So actually that's probably taken.
Right. Stay with the mind then. Stay with the mind. It's going to be tough.
I have to just
a bit longer, and I'll give you something nicer to read after that.
I've got plenty to read. I've got lots.
Yeah. Okay.
The woman one, I did get into the woman one a little bit. It was a little bit archaic, woman, but that's okay. I don't know what I've done with it. I think I've bookshelved it.
Okay. All right. So let's clear the space then. Are we okay?
Can I just ask? I missed the bit where you said what we're putting up on Facebook. It went off easy on me.
Pick something from the Ajna to put on
something
Facebook.
From Ajna.
She changed her mind. But...
Okay. Facebook. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Always change. Only because I think that's the best thing for you to do, because then you'll remember something from Ajna.
Yeah.
Women's prerogative, so.
You what, my love?
Women's prerogative. You can change your mind.
Always.
Mm.
Always. As Tina said, my cousin-in-law says, my family think, the Brown family, the Bickerdike family, think I'm a bit of an anomaly. They don't know how to cope with me. I'm sure you might have the same situation in your families. Just don't know what to do with me, really. Right. Okay, so how was your session anyway? Give me a summary. Vicky, how was the session today?
This is good. My arms are not happy. Really, there's a lot of arms there.
Not arms.
I love our time. I love it. I love it. It just makes me sit down and focus and read and listen and think and reflect. I love it.
Oh, thank
you. I feel like I wish I could just stay in this bubble.
I kind of dread the week and a half because I like the focus. I like the regular.
Yeah, but the bubble of this, without the outside world, is quite a nice place to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to our 3 days because I know that's a longer version.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, and also you want to capture this and take it through the week with you, and stupid crappy life comes in, doesn't it? And you're like, no, I want to stay like this and like stay like focused like this. And then you lose your focus, and I want to take the focus with me, and it doesn't always happen.
Sometimes on a Monday night, I sit for like half an hour after we finished and kind of started writing the notes about the mind last week after our session. I can't do that tonight, but that's nice to do. Maybe we should do like an hour, Claire. Maybe we should try and get an hour in where we've got a date.
Yeah.
Just sit and
Yes,
practice.
why don't you? Why don't you do that?
Let's do it,
Yeah.
Claire.
Do it next week when I'm not here.
Well, yeah, we could, couldn't we?
Why don't you?
Yeah, we could.
You should do that.
Yeah. Let's do
Okay,
it.
so you arrange that. But well,
Yeah.
let's clear the space first, and then you two. I want you to arrange that. Maybe just do it on the text. I'll ignore it. What have you done? You ready? Let's clear the space. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Again. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Again. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay. Go out. Go sock it to them. All right, guys.
Have a lovely week. I hope you get rid of your cold quickly.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch, Vicky.
Okay, chicken. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, girls.